Hello, and this is day 2 of our rebuild of my camper van, and the biggest problem I think we found out on day 1 is the problem with damp. And this is one of the things we're going to be now trying to get rid of. Now, I'm going to start off with the garage, as I do in my videos for new vehicles, and we found we have damp problems in the garage. There's wood down there, dry rot, which is now, obviously it's all going to have to come out, well, we've taken most of it out, and we're going to have to replace that with new materials. Also, for example, here in the garage you can see that this behind the panel that was in front of that, it's also absorbed damp. The reason for this is it's like a sponge. Some of these materials which were being used when this van was actually built, I don't think they use this type of material any longer, but in any case this is all coming out. Now, modern vans boast that they are wood free and in their construction, so that's a very good thing. Unfortunately, this still had wood, and so what we're now having to do is change it for other materials. But anyway, so you can see one thing while we're here though, and while the garage is empty, I would like to demonstrate the size of it, which is absolutely excellent. And you can also see my gas tank in there, which shows that the refillable gas solution which I use. Now, another thing I'm going to point out while I'm in here is this. This is the blown air heating. Now, as far as we're concerned, the blown air heating is coming out. We don't need it anymore for the solution that we've got, that we hope is going to work, and so that's all coming out. Another problem with blown air heating is this, that it takes up a lot of power. And you'll find that you'll be wild camping or something like that, you turn the heating on and hang it, you've got no battery life in a very short time. So that's it's a serious problem with blown air heating. Anyway, we'll find out if our solution, which will also use a bit of power, see if it works any better. Come through here, and okay, there's a step here. Now the step's been taken out, and we found more problems with damp. So what we've done is we're replacing the floor which has been damaged. We've got new panels to put down on it, and we're going to do that. Now, a big problem which occurred was here with the water inlet, which wasn't completely waterproof. Sorry, water escaped from it. So the water came out of it, and it seems to have collected down there, so that means that these panels have to be replaced. And so we've got the replacement tools for that. Something for other people to think about. If there's, I know this happens in lots of vehicles, that there are problems with the above all, not so much the water tank. I mean, water tank leaks I think are quite rare. I know somebody will write and say it happens to them all the time, but I think they're rare. The problem is here. So that's what's happened in the case of this van. Other things which we're now going to do, and things that we looked at doing, is what about the seating area here? Now, one thing that we considered doing was having the chairs to turn around, and that's my favourite layout. I think it's a complete waste of space having an extra seat here. Having said that, it wouldn't really work because of the window, and the gain that we would have would be we'd gain a little bit of space here, around 30 centimetres, but that would be, say, supposing if the chair started here, but it wouldn't really give a great deal of gain as far as that's concerned. Now, I like a big table, and what we're going to do is we're going to put in a really big table in here, so that gives me plenty of room to make a mess on, as I do. And being a male, I make a mess on the table, so I could have my I could be doing something with the computer, I can have my dinner there, or I can have a pile of papers or whatever, and books I haven't read, and all the rest of it, all on the table. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to put a bigger table here. We're going to put one chair here. This is unusual. Just one seat here, so that'll give a bit more space around. And I often talk in my videos of new vehicles that I like space that's empty is not space that is wasted. So there'll be only one seat here, there'll be two there. I mean, the chance of me having more than 3 people in is not very likely, but I might even get a folding stool, which if used outside in any case, or something like that. So that is what we're going to be doing down here. I mean, we're not going to be able to get all this done today. The batteries are going to be kept down here. I'm looking at other battery solutions as well. Maybe not in this vehicle, but if we do another vehicle, then we will be looking at other solutions for power. Coming back down here, unfortunately, we had more problems with damp and condensation down here. The wood has been allowed to dry. We've put a bit of fiberglass on top of it now, and to reinforce it, we've also put in supports down there as well. What we're going to do with the gas is that we're going to have just one of these. So we're going to we won't be using these 4. So any questions, please leave a comment. We're about to replace the garage completely. The garage floor and part of the side. The reason for this is due to water ingress. Water entered between the side of the wall and a metal bar that was on the outside, and also from below, which having had such a long time in action, I suppose that is to be expected, and I think that many more of you will have the same problem. Now, so anyway, so you can see the wet wood down there, and you can also see the form which it was actually built. So you've got the isolation there. When we redo it, it's going to be slightly different. So what we're going to do is, we've got a couple of these things here to go in the corners, supports. We're going to put supports up here and across, and then we've got a new floor to go in the garage, and we've got part of the side as well to go in as well. We had to cut that away to be able to get to this part of the garage. Now the garage, most vehicles you'd say it'd take 150 kilos. Some of the new ones such as Cartago and Hummer, they can take 350 kilos, and some special purpose ones can even take more. But in any case, you don't really want to exaggerate too much with what you put into the garage. You know, I put my bicycles, the chassis starts around here, so that can take more weight. So now we've filmed this, we'll get on with it.